Looking at the last game for the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a loss to Sacramento. You know, guys, you hate to get embarrassed on your home court, but that's exactly what happened. It was a tough loss for them.
I thought overall, Kevin, it was mostly the defensive effort that hurt them. Just no energy, no purpose.
Steve, I thought they were late on their rotations. They didn't really communicate well, and as a result, they paid for it.
And now Washington's starting group. Wall and Beal together in the backcourt. Smith out there with James Johnson. And it's Hampton at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now here's Beal. Smith sets the pick for Beal. Shot clock at 5. Steps back and fires. Now Hamilton. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Down low. Griffin with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. The offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Jordan can't get it to go.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Now, here is Knight. Josh Smith unable to get his shot to go. Hamilton kicks to Redick. Knight with a screen on Wall. Off the screen. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. He knows a big part of winning this game will come down to how well they can guard Blake Griffin. He said it all comes down to positioning and preventing him from getting inside, both on and off the ball. And guys, he's willing to concede some open jump shots to Griffin to do that. We'll see if Griffin can make him pay for it. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Now, here is Knight. 17 points for him last game against Sacramento.
He was a factor defensively as well. He blocked 2 shots. I thought he changed several others.
Hampton passes to Beal. The shot is off. Nice D from Griffin.
Well, with only 1 attempt so far falling, this is not looking good. 1 for 4 so far.
Tries to keep it alive. Beal with the steal. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line to try to make it a 3-point play.
Strong move to the hoop. Nice power move. I like that one.
Nope. Just checked in for... Now here's Wall. 1 second left. Buried it just in the nick of time.
He sure did. Right on cue. Man, was that major drama. He loves those situations, though.
Boy, that was big time.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, Stephen Clark, your thoughts?
They set the tone there defensively with their shot blocking. They've been really intimidating down in the paint area.
You know, in the rest of the game, Steve, shooters will be looking around for the shot blockers because of what's happened in this quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Washington, Smith out there with Miles Plumlee. And it's Wall, then it's Corey Joseph, and it's Beal in at the 3 spot.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Knight passes to Brock. Back to Knight. 6 on the shot clock. He set the pick. Wide open, and he gets it to go.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Wizards leading by 7. Smith sets the pick for Wall. He feeds it to Smith. Back to Wall. And that one's good.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Kevin, that game defensively was an absolute nightmare. They went into that building and just got blown out by a very hot team.
Well, they didn't defend those shooters like they should have, and once the fans got into it and the arena started rocking and thumping and bumping, things only got worse.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Hayes. And Jordan Hamilton subbed in for Williams. And Joseph kicks to Johnson. Joseph dishes to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Washington. And there's the pass to Joseph. That one wide left.
You know, that's a problem he has. Not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
Griffin a screen on Beal. Pass to Brock. Knight with it. Picked up by Joseph. Pause the pass to Knight. Here's Hamilton. No good on the three. Wizards leading by 7. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. The Clippers shooting 41% for the game. Over to the left wing. Stolen by Joseph. He dishes it to Beal. Feeds to Plumlee. He kicks it to Beal. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Griffin kicks to Hawes. And he gets it to go.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
The Wizards have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Passes it to Hampton. They set the pick. Johnson dishes to Joseph. 5 on the clock. Off the screen. That one rolling around and rims out. Clippers trail by 7. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Boss, in their last game out against the Kings, had a nice performance. He ended with 17 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game, or has it, like Steve began taking a toll physically?
I think it just depends on the individual, Kevin. Probably depends on how he's feeling physically overall. But usually a guy who has a big night like that, it's going to carry over just the confidence. It'll carry to the next game.
Yeah, I would not disagree with you on there, Steve. There's something about confidence in this game that really fuels you and energizes you. When you perform well, then you feel like you can do it again and again and again.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
And that concludes the first half. Wizards lead by...
Bradley, it's certainly...
Okay, everybody, pay attention. We definitely got some stuff to go over.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
He created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And I'll tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. He really took good ones.
Points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. J.J. Redick is out there with Boss. That's Hamilton in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Clippers trail by 13. Knight passes to Redick. Elbow shot is on the way.
That's a shot he's got to hit. I mean, you don't get too many better looks from that range.
Back to Johnson. Outside, Wall. And that one hits back iron.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
Knight on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Right side, Jordan. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Jordan's got his first points of the night.
I think he's been kind of passive today, and maybe that one will get him going. I think for them to be successful, he needs to be the one to do the bulk of the scoring.
And 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And Redick kicks to Hamilton. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Los Angeles making a switch here. Knight's checked in. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some words for his team over the break. He used the word patience several times in describing what he'd like to see from their offense. It's not a run-and-gun approach he wants from them. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Dishes it to Redick. Plenty of space. Rebound, Washington.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
In a moment now to see nice three-point percentage numbers on this list. A look at the leaderboard showing us the most accurate three-point shooting two men in the league. Take a look at Redick. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
Well, two guard is where we traditionally find the best shooters in the league, and he's no exception to that rule. Look at the success he's having from three-point range.
Well, Steve, he never stops working out there on the perimeter. He's always in motion, constant motion, fighting to get to the open spot on the floor. And that's one of the key things about great shooters. They work before they take their shots. He may be the best long-range shooter in the NBA.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Knight. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Knight's got 9 points.
The entire defense was frozen footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
There's the dish to Johnson. And stolen by Hamilton. And there's the feed to Knight. That's good. 11 points in the game.
His shooting has been so good today, he may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
And Wall kicks to Johnson. The drive by Smith. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 8. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Knight dishes to Griffin. From outside the arc, no good. And it's Washington the other way. They host the 76ers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Yeah, I'll be anxious to see what ends up happening with that 76ers game. Should be a good one.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way you've got to go. If you have good position, you've got to get after it and go for that second chance opportunity.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Wizards.
Anytime you get as many points.
A minute 20 left in the third. Pass to Beal. Kicks to Joseph. Plumlee with it. Averaging 9 points per contest. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
Holes in the defense, Clark, and they're exploiting them.
The Wizards have shot 6 of 7 at the line. Knight's checked in for the Clippers. And the free throw, no good. Clippers trail by 11. From 11 feet away, Beal pulls it in.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Johnson, the pass to Beal. And it's good. Fought through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it. Good. He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Wizards leading by 12. And Joseph kicks to Smith. Now here's Joseph. He's guarded by Knight. And that one's good. 8 points for Joseph.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
All night. He got it up. No good trying to beat the buzzer. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Washington out in front.
This Saturday, January 28th.